Good morning, everyone. It is Full Scale Friday. This is what, for those of you just joining us, an entire personal reading looks like. And if you would like one, it's very simple. You go to my link tree down below. You go to one of my wish lists. You throw me something $35 or under. That means even a $10 book will still get you the same thing. You get 2 readings and a birthday reading. Anything $40 and over will get you 4 readings and a birthday reading for a total of 5. Very simple, completely voluntary, 100%. Now, if you want to help out the channel, it's very simple. Like, comment, share, subscribe, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Not going to keep you today. I don't have a lot of time, so I really want to get this in and out as quickly as possible. And I want to get you off on your day. Actually, I want to get you off on your weekend, so, guess what? It is confirmed. We will be doing a live stream tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, 10:15 a.m., Tea with Raven. I hope to see you there. Of course, the reading will still be good. You can still watch that at any point in time this weekend, whatever you feel like. So, I hope that you'll join me for tea tomorrow, and I hope we'll have a little fun. So, let's see what we got today. We've got Spirit Animal Oracle, that's that right there. We got Viking Oracle there. We've got Rider-Waite Tarot. I don't know why this one's been the one that's being like, sort of like, it's been flagging me down quite a bit lately. But I will say this, if you're trying to learn tarot, you cannot go wrong with this deck. It may seem simple, it may seem a little basic, but guess what? Nothing wrong with that. Simple and basic, those are the building blocks of life. We also have Oracle of the Hidden Worlds because we're going to see something just past all the illusory, I think. And by the way, this will be the deck I use on High Notes and Twitter. May even start doing this on LinkedIn. I don't know yet. And of course, the runes today are coming from the Viking Oracle. I literally did that just to save a little time today. Just to save a bit of time. Because I got to be out of here no later than 9:30. I've got less than an hour to get you this reading. I really want to keep it kind of short, sweet, and to the point if I can, because I want to get this out there to you. So, with that being said, and without further ado, let's do this one take and uncut. Alright, let's start off with you this weekend. Who are you? Yesterday you were being guided. It looks like you've taken the advice and now you've become it. You've become your mind, you've become your wisdom. You're serving as that shining beacon of an example. That is a wonderful thing. Important to keep up this weekend. Go seeking wisdom. You can never have enough. That's one thing Odin proved. Being guided by a desire to maybe unite instead of divide. Coming together. Hey, family gatherings, gatherings with friends. That's always a wonderful thing. Doing these things that really kind of draw the best out of you. And that should be first and foremost. It should always be first and foremost. Let's see here. For your spirit animal, don't get too frustrated at the little detours that come your way, because they're meant to guide you. You know, in tabletop role-playing circles, we have what's called a sandbox and a railroad. A sandbox is a big open world. You can just go explore it. Now, as DMs, it's a little tricky to run a sandbox. We have to kind of plan little things just in case. We have to roll for random encounters and stuff like that to see if maybe it's a little harder to keep your interest. A railroad, on the other hand, is just a very straight line of events to guide you through. Sometimes life is a sandbox. Other times it kind of has to be a railroad. Sometimes you have to be taken by the hand and guided through certain paths, because if not, you can get lost very easily. So trust them. You're going to be just fine. Speaking of the mind, things are actually looking really, really well for you. And this is where you are right now. The mountains out of molehills card is what I like to call this one. And right now, there's that thinking that, are my problems really bigger than what they are? The answer is always going to be yes. Always. And right now it's because you're facing kind of a decision now. You're going to benefit either way. But the thing to keep in mind is that you will benefit more from one than the other. One is going to be much longer term, and the other one's going to be very instant gratification type of thing. I would say go with the longer term. Longer term is always going to be more satisfying. And yeah, you're going to miss that little short-term gain for a little while. You're going to be, man, I really should have done that. But that will pass. So it's not anything to worry about, because this is news that makes you very, very happy. So hold out for it. I'm telling you right now, your decision isn't as difficult as you think. In the physical, well, we're going to start with the wands again, but this time it's in reverse. So there's no real need to get into a sparring match. There's no need to get, even though this sparring match is one where the boys in the picture are actually playing. It's kind of a practice session. It's definitely not an all-out fight. But you don't really need that practice session there. In fact, you do pretty well on your own. So, what I'm saying here with this particular card, I wouldn't worry too much. I really wouldn't. You're going to have some disputes, but there's a lot of trickery in there. So be very careful. Remember what I said about that short-term result? That short-term result has the trick in it. And just don't go for it, because it's not going to help you. Now that moon is a very, very frightening time. It's dark, it's scary, there are creatures in the night, don't you know, when they bump. So my advice is just be the creature that bumps right back. You've got enough light from the moon. You've got money to guide you, as long as you heed his warning that your time is very precious, and not to waste it. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Somehow I am seeing the outcome. You know what? This is you dodging a bullet right here. You dodge that bullet of the short-term gain for something much longer term. And on top of that, you avoid the deception altogether, which is going to be there, trust me. And this is where you're going to look back and you're going to be like, ooh, wow, that was close. You know, I remember playing a game of Uncharted, and I can't remember which one it was, but Nathan and his sort of female partner and sidekick in crime here are running through a building that is collapsing. That building is going, and you have to make very quick decisions that force Nathan and his companion to both jump out into another building, and the whole structure is just coming down. And he looks and he's laughing and he goes, ha 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 ha, oh man, oh, we were almost in that. Yeah. That's what your Queen of Wands is telling you. You were almost in that. Right now, the longer term is what you really need to be thinking about. Spiritually speaking, we got a Seven of Wands there, an Ace of Wands in reverse, a lot of wands in this, and a Sun in reverse. On a spiritual level, you have been extremely defensive, and you've been locking it down. This is you battening down the hatches, or ready to take on all comers. Here's the problem. You don't have to. Because what you're doing is you're robbing yourself of any opportunities that come up. When you do that, not only do you have a moon upright, but you also have a sun in reverse. This is going to be a very dark time in your life. But long term, it all still applies. Long term, the decision you make to forego the instant gratification is going to help you out greatly. You will absolutely need some sound advice. If it's matters of finance, I would say go see a financial advisor. If it's matters of spirit, go to your spiritual advisor, whoever that may be. Whether it's a priest, a minister, a preacher, whatever. It doesn't matter. Go where you feel at home. Go to those who came before you. I'd be willing to bet Othala pops up today too. Now, right here in the mind, what you need to do is closely examine yourself in the mirror. Look at those past lives. Look at those current lives. Look at the lives of others. Look at your life in dimensions. Because your life in dimensions, I hate to tell you this, people, but I'm a believer in a multiverse. Somewhere, there's a universe where your boy didn't become a tarot reader again. Somewhere, there's a universe where your boy became an extreme fundamentalist. Somewhere, there's a universe where your boy became an extreme leftist. Yeah. Somewhere in another universe, there are two polar versions of me. And there are more versions of me. For every decision I didn't make, that created a new one. Same with you. And you really have to explore that right now. Really asking yourself, what if I had gone another way? What would that have looked like? That'll give you your answers here. That'll help you see this. Also, open yourself up. Like I said, right now you're very closed off. But really open yourself up. Open yourself up to new possibilities. Open yourself to new ways of thinking. When you open like the lotus, people appreciate your own beauty. I'm serious. You don't have to close it all off, people. It doesn't quite have to work like that. Finally, if you're opening yourself to receiving, receive you shall. I really should not have to explain this at all. You can look directly at that picture and you can see just how luminescent it really is. And this is going to be your weekend, people. Let's have a look at the runes. We've got Kanaz again, and in this exact same spot it was yesterday. We've got Rider-Waite again. It's all about this journey. And look at that, Othala. I'm telling you, there are days when I'm right and there are days when I'm right. Let's sum up. You simply have to be open in order to be the light, in order to be that example for others to follow. Simple as that. You're going. Remember when I said it has to be about the journey? It has to be about the adventure, not the destination. That is not going away, ladies and gentlemen. A little road trip never hurt anybody. And finally, go to those who came before you. Go to your predecessors. Go to your ancestors. Talk with them. You've got to go to you go to I'm going to say this. There are so many people who say you don't commune with the dead. Okay, people do it every day. They go to the cemetery. They go to the grave of someone they love, and they openly talk to them. They do it every day. And if you're one of them, that is something that you can do. I can tell you one thing. If I'm listening to the radio and I need advice from someone who has long since passed, for some weird reason, the Kenny Wayne Shepherd song "Live On" always plays. Every time, it never fails. But when it happens, it's when I truly need that advice. So, summing all of this up, it's very simple. Make the wise decision. The one that instantly gratifies you is not wise. It will be revealed much later on that the decision you made, this part of the adventure that you took, actually, let me just sum up. Let me sum up with this. I know it's true. I'm living proof. This road is hard and long. But if I could find a way, I'd take your place. But you just gotta live. Live on. I think that's the best summary for this particular weekend that I could possibly come up with. Thank you so much for joining me and having your cup of tea or your cup of coffee or your breakfast with me this morning. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I truly do, and I can't thank you enough. Another thing I don't think I say enough, I love you all. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other this weekend. I want you to always do what lights you up. I want you to join me for the live stream tomorrow at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time. And as always, you know what to do. Shine on.